On the day they came to kidnap us, we were inside the hostel when we started hearing the sounds of gunshots. We are used to hearing the sounds of gunshots from the local vigilante group, but the one we heard on that night was quite different. We came out of the hostel and started running towards the fence to climb, but we were asked to go back to the hostel by the bandits. They assembled us and started collecting our flashlights, as well as asking if we are having mobile phones in our possession, but we told them no. That was when we realized they are not policemen, but bandits. They marched us out of the school premises, and by the gate we saw the corpse of a policeman. They were two. We are later on told that one of them had escaped. They took us and started heading towards the eastern side of the town. We continued trekking into the forest through a narrow pathway. Then we came to a point where we met some of the bandits who were on motorbikes. That was where they asked us to stop and take a rest. But after a while, they instructed us to continue trekking deeper into the forest. We came to a part whereby the road splits into three. They took time to decide which way to follow. As they decided on the one to go, then we continued trekking again deep into the forest. By the time they break, they asked us to gather and sit down at a particular point. After a while, we started seeing some boys coming out of the forest with guns in their hands. Then another set of smaller boys emerged from the forest again. They are within the range of 16, 17, 20. I think not more than 22 years of age. But these ones we met at the forest, they are within 12, 13, 14. Maximum of 16 years of age. Majority of them are younger than us. Well, the only thing is that they have guns in their hands, but if not, they wouldn't have been our match. So after a while, they instructed the elderly one amongst us to count. He said he has counted 520 of us. So when they had the number, they said, well, they will not be able to feed us. And already they were not even intending to feed us. So they now took us to a stream that is very far away. Before we even get to the stream, it was already evening. And before we could even get enough water, they asked us to trek back again. So that was on Saturday. When we now came back from the search for water, they asked us to lay down. That was in the evening. Then many of them started surfacing. Subsequently, then the aeroplane started patrolling about us. I think it was a helicopter. But when they sensed that, from all indication, our location has been known, then they asked us to keep on moving again from our initial camp. Again, after trekking a very long distance, they asked us to stop. Then I overheard them deciding on which road to follow, because ahead of us was a community, so they were deciding, should they just pass through the community or they should just bypass it. So while they were discussing on which way to take, then I now decided, since I'm having a leg problem, I'm a sickle cell anemia patient, so I decided to look for a place to hide. So I went and sat under a tree and started praying. While I was sitting under that tree, I saw when they now asked my colleagues to continue trekking, the bandits decided to bypass the community ahead of us. But I remained hiding under that tree. Even while they have gone far, I refused to stand up and follow the route again, thinking that perhaps some of them might be coming behind, or they may come back to search for those who have tried to dodge. While I have already made up my mind to remain there, then one of the bandits just came up from nowhere. In fact, he almost matched my foot. I thought he saw me, but he didn't. So I remained quiet and he just passed on. Of course, he was a bandit because he was holding on a gun and putting on black wares, because some of them are even having soldiers' uniform. Think many of them, they are Fulanis with black clothes passing, and they don't speak any other language apart from Fulani and Hausa. So after some hours, I now decided to leave that particular position. I started crawling. I crawled to a point. The road was divided into three, so I was deciding on which one to take. So I took the middle part. I started walking. While I was approaching the community, I saw a hut beside the road. The hut was looking like a mosque or an Islamic class because it has two doors. One of the doors was closed while the other one was opened. So I went in and lay down. I never knew there was someone inside. When I coughed, then a man woke up and he started flashing his light. He flashed his light on me. I was turning my back against him. Then I now turned and looked at him. And then he asked me, "Who are you?" I told him, "I'm one of the students that were kidnapped." After giving me a mat and a pillow, he also covered me with a blanket. He went outside and came back with another blanket. Then he now lay on one of the mats. So he advised me to calm down, promising me that when day breaks, he will look for a bike and he will instruct that bike man to take me to Dansabao, where the ward head of Dansabao will be expected to take me to Kankara town. Yes, after they summoned us, they asked us, "Where are the girls? Where are the girls?" We told them there are no girls in this school. The girls' school is in Malumfashi. Then they said they will also get at them, meaning they will also go to the girls to kidnap. They were also asking us our names and also if our parents are rich, because they were saying if one's father is not rich, they will just kill him. So they also asked if we all know the phone numbers of our parents offhand. They are Fulanis, although they speak Hausa, but once you see them, they are Fulanis.